Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Today I am continuing the review series featuring Gothic. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review series featuring this game of classic horror, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the path of sin and virtue. The path of sin and virtue serves as a compass guiding characters through the moral labyrinth of the 19th century world. This mechanic replaces traditional alignment mechanics, providing a nuanced reflection of a character's ethical journey and its tangible effects on their psyche and faith. Every character begins at a moral equilibrium, represented by an alignment score of 0, unless there is some other circumstance changing that. This score is not static. It is a living measure of the character's actions and decisions, fluctuating between minus 30, which is utter corruption, and plus 30, which is pure virtue. Characters accumulate sin points and virtue points based on their actions, which directly affect their alignment score, of course. Sin points are accrued through actions that align with malevolence, selfishness, or the embrace of dark powers. For example, consorting with dark forces, making pacts with demons, engaging with dark cults could apply a minus 3 points value to your score. Or maybe you are robbing from innocents. This is a minus 1 point when you are stealing essential possessions from those in need. When it comes to virtue points, they are gained through acts of kindness, courage, and selflessness, reflecting a character's resistance against the darkness. For example, spreading hope or wisdom, this is plus 1 point. Encouraging others, sharing knowledge that benefits the community, or inspiring courage in the face of fear. Maybe you are creating sanctified spaces. This is plus 2 points. When you consecrate ground, crafting holy symbols, or restoring places tainted by evil. The Game Master plays a crucial role in tracking alignment scores and assigning sin or virtue points. That is, the sin or virtue points are based on the character's actions. Remember that. Players must be mindful of their choices. This is going to be an impact upon their own character development, but also upon the game world. The character's position on the path of sin and virtue modifies their wit's role. When facing supernatural terror, psychological stress, or fear-inducing situations, your virtuous influence will grant you a bonus, of course. But when it comes to your sinful influence, those who descend into sin become desensitized to darkness, but at a cost. So for example, maybe your score is between minus 10 to minus 19. You gain a plus 1 bonus to resist fear due to familiarity with evil, but may suffer social or spiritual consequences. So, both virtue and sin will give you a bonus when resisting anything related to psychological stress, terror, fear, but sin always comes with a cost. While virtue, it is just that, a bonus. But it is a bit more difficult to attain in a world that is plagued by darkness. You also have details on the milestones on the path. Reaching certain alignment thresholds introduces significant narrative and mechanical effects, influencing how characters interact with the world and how the world responds to them. So you have various sinful extremes. Perhaps you are touched by sin. The character occasionally succumbs to dark impulses but retains some capacity for redemption. And in the case of virtue, maybe you are a beacon of hope. You inspire and lead others away from darkness, potentially unlocking unique abilities or divine blessings. There are also social supernatural and inner conflict implications as well. And there is also a chance for redemption and even further corruption. And this concludes this part of the review series. In the next part, we are going to talk about buying equipment. This system of sin and virtue points reflect the particular ambience of this tabletop RPG. They are not supposed to be points that reflect some sort of realistic virtuous or sinful path in real life. It is here to represent the sensibilities and conventions of the classic Gothic horror novel. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, in tabletop RPGs, it's not about what you want your characters to do. It's about what your characters are doing. Once again, thank you and see you later.